play some. This is a list that was actually sent to me by one of the better Infect players that I know, who is pretty good at making a very solid Infect list. And this is actually Selesnya Infect. We're cutting blue, which blue's still good, but the reason we're adding white now is because of Lurrus. And Lurrus is going to be a card that just allows this deck to grind through a lot more, where previously it just couldn't. And we got the. I mean, this list isn't too different from most infect lists you've seen, other than the fact that we have less actual infect creatures because of how good Lurrus is, and that we have Giver of Runes on top of Blossoming, on top of the usual package: Blossoming Defense, Might of Old Crocea, Groundswell, Vines of Vastwood, Scale Ups, and a couple Rancors. We have Igor Claw Mirror because it's the best infector that's not in blue that we can put in here. Uh, and then, we got a bunch of green fetches, some green white lands, Pendle Havens, Inkmaw Nexus, some Horizon Canopies, and some Forest. Sideboard wise, got some Path, a couple of Veil of Summer, a couple Rest in Peace, 2 Seal of Primordium, a couple Weather the Storms, a couple Spell Skites, and a single Force of Vigor. I think this list is going to be pretty solid. We're going to try it out. It's definitely what I would say it's probably a pretty much a slower version of Infect, but you get a lot more chances to kind of protect yourself through a lot of things. Hopefully we don't run in. I don't think the burn matchup's going to be too great or against the prowess deck, but we're going to see. We're going to run it through a league and see what we can do here. That's from our last league that we 3-2'd. And if you weren't watching, didn't get to catch that out on stream, you can check it out on the YouTube channel. Search Easy to Great, just like it is up here by my face. So yeah, we're gonna play some green white infect guy. I hate how this is when you know you're doing things in modern that you shouldn't be. When you can't even see your 1-drop pile. Alright. Choose our companion. Opponent is going to be on the play. This is a hand. They're on a non-companion deck. We do need to draw a land, but I think, Glistener Elf into scale up next turn. Turn 3 kill here. It's probably good. We don't have a ton of protection, but we're not playing against the Lurrus deck. We know that, so it's probably a big mana deck, which I think this is a fine keep against. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is some ad naus. Alright, land would be great here. Not that one, but that gave me what I asked for. Yeah, it's probably their worst nightmare. I don't think they can really stop this. Unless they just have the turn 3. Green land here would be great. But they might have the turn 3. Green land. Ichor Claw Mirror. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're just going to scale up and get in. Turn 3 kill here as long as they don't kill us. Oh yeah, easy matchup it is. That's so as soon as I saw Temple of Deceit come down. SkilledatLuck is actually who gave us this list, but yeah, as soon as I saw Temple of Deceit come down, so land here, they're dead, and now, oh man, that stinks. So they didn't have another land here, and they used one of their mana. So I think we just Ichor Claw Mirror here, and then we have. So what do you think? Do we Ichor Claw Mirror here and just try to attack next turn? I don't think that's it, and I think what we want to do is Rancor on this Glistener Elf, and then just kill next turn, and no attack. Probably be the easiest thing. We just attack right over the Simian Spirit Guide and anything else that they could play because it has trample, and we're just hoping to not die to Xaxis combo in their hand, which they don't have, or they would have played it last turn. Their Lotus Bloom comes off suspend next turn though. Ugh. This one's tight. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do here. But I think it's just we want to Rancor up our Glistener Elf and go. We can force the block with a Groundswell or a Might. Yeah, let's not waste the Rancor. It's just Might here, force the block. So Lotus Bloom comes off. Are we dead? Looking like it. God, that's unfortunate. I mean, this should be one of our easy matchups, but yeah, just because they had exactly enough to, they were on the play. We could hold out hope that maybe they don't have. But they're just gonna play a land here, play a Pentad Prism by exiling a Summit Spirit Guide. Yeah. Yep. And they play their Thassa's Oracle, and we lose. We needed to find another land there. So in this matchup, we're gonna want. Yeah, that was all. We kept the one lander because we knew they were on a non-Lurrus deck, and we were totally fine if they didn't have exactly Simian Spirit Guide into combo. We definitely want seals here. Weather the Storm. Not, I don't think is anything we want because it doesn't matter. Force of Vigor. I don't think we care about Spell Guide either. Spell Skite seems like they only have a couple actual removal spells. I think we just want to dodge those, and Giver will be fine doing those. But I think we want these other cards, which means we can probably trim on like. I think trimming on a Bauble is totally fine. Because this is definitely. We can probably trim on two Baubles because Lurrus in this matchup. And then our worst pump spell is probably Rancor because they don't really have very many creatures. So yeah, I like this. How do I feel about this one, SkilledatLuck? Bringing our enchantment and artifact destruction to slow them down and then get rid of the stuff that I don't think we're going to cast. Would we like to play first? Yes. Lurrus is our buddy, and the sand does not have a threat, so we will mull it. The sand does have a threat, it's just Inkmoth Nexus. They do have a lot of lands here, though. And the best thing we're doing is getting, like, this is turn 4 kill with protection. Yeah, you're okay with this hand? Alright. Just put the forest down on the bottom. I mean, the bobble is you know, good for us. Play our giver, play our bobble. We'll just bobble on upkeep since we're not scrying with our bobble here. In case for some reason they did bring in a Thoughtseize. Doesn't seem correct, but never know. Adnos is on the top. Unfortunate. And you have a Dark Slick Shores, Sand Visions. No. Put Lotus Bloom out. Double Lotus Bloom. Alright, that's not the worst. So we will get to Inkmoth, play Ichor Claw Mirror here, and then probably we'll just pass. No reason to get in for one here. Just keep protecting the mirror from removal. Next turn we get in for 6. We need to draw one more pump spell. Oracle, okay. We can still just give this pro blue and get in. Alright, so there's Groundswell. And activate pro blue. Yep, and this game is over. Said 5 him down, then 5 him next turn. That's fair, I guess. Uh, So this is actually a reason I like this, because if they do have removal here, we can just give this pro blue. I'm overthinking this. Uh, Activate here. Yeah, now it's just GG's. It doesn't even matter. You just get in with the Inkmon Nexus here, just because it, like we have protect here. So if they have triple removal spell, then you know they got us. Playing commander at the same time. Yeah, we'll run this back. Not changing anything. The one fun thing that I do find about Infect is that your games are over so quickly. Like, it's just like, oh, well, I either lost really quick or I won really quick. Like, you know. Can't keep this. No threats. We can keep this. We have Noble. So this is actually... We have triple green. So this is a turn 3 kill. Lead on Noble. Then we go Ink Moth. And then we can go... No, it'd be a turn 4 kill. We have to draw another pump spell, but we're keeping this for sure. Like, we obviously still need to draw some stuff to kill on turn 3, but this is still just, you know, a really, really good hand. As long as they don't have a way to interact with the Ink Moth. And we have some protection too. So that's actually really good here. Pretty sure we're still just going Noble. Do we lead on Noble or do we lead on Giver? Because we're not using this mana from Noble next turn, but I think we would rather just have more mana just in case we drew like a Glistener Elf or something. So I think I'm going to lead on Noble. Next turn we can play Ink Moth Nexus and Giver. There's an Oracle. Alright, so that was our... That's all we needed to make this lethal. So yeah, they're dead next turn. Because we'll just play our land, activate, Groundswell, scale up, and give it protection if we need to. Should be attacking for a smooth 12 Infect next turn. Pentat Prism. Alright, fetch here. Forest. Scale up. Attack. Groundswell. GG's. Nice. 1-0. God, it feels so weird. We're playing like two wildly different decks. We played some some Titanic Bant earlier, where we're just going into the late game, and now we're just like, well, let's see if we can kill him on turn 2. So this hand seems hard, mediocre, not very good, because we don't have that second land, and that's what I would probably say. We don't want this hand, because, you know, we don't have very good spells. Like, this isn't even a turn 3 kill if we don't draw a land. If we draw a land, it's very, very good. But I don't think it's worth it. What do you think, SkilledatLuck? You keep on the draw? Well, we are on the draw. So, yeah, we'll try it. Let's see. We get 2 draws at a land that is hopefully green. Hallowed Fountain. Opponent's also on a Yorion deck. Didn't mention that, but they are. Sweet. We are SkilledatLuck, see? Should they hope they path Elf? Excuse me? Well, that's a little unfortunate there. Yeah, so this is like the Soul Herder Yorion deck. Oh, we're going to get in for a ton here. Winds of Abandon. So that's technically like pathing Elf if they draw that. Yeah. Alright, got plenty of mana here. They could call Mirror out. This is probably going to get a tapped quite bold of you to attack. Flicker Wisp. Okay. And they're gonna Flicker Wisp their own Watcher of Tomorrow. So let's just go get a tap Temple Garden here. Ephemerate, sure. I have another Vines here. So if we pump this, it becomes a 2-3. We attack and it gets blocked. It becomes a 4-5. And they just have to lose their Flicker Wisp. I think that's what we do here. Real question here is at what point do we just jam Lurrus and not hold up protection? It's probably next turn. Yep, and now they can flicker this Watcher, but it'll come back in tapped. So they're going to have to play another creature here. Soul Herder. Okay. So with Soul Herder, we can attack into that even after they blink this. They're drawing a lot of cards, but... So whenever we block, we become get blocked up, we become a 3-3. So now we don't have to worry about Pendlehaven. There's another Bauble. So we're going to draw Hallowed Fountain. So they're going to Ephemerate it. That's fine. Now we play Lurrus. Bobble again. There's a noble and another land. Any kind of evasive threat would be great way to give this protection. I think we're going to be able to grind this game out, but they are drawing a lot of cards off of this Watcher. Attacking here. That's fine. Okay. Then they're probably looking to play Yorion here. I have to play another threat here. Vines. Ephemerate Watcher, sure. Double path. Yeah. Now we just need some infectors. And we're just bobbling away. Bobbling away. Lots of ephemeration about to happen. There's a giver. And, we can win with fair damage. And having a lifelinker here is always nice to help with that. Get in for 6. That's fine. Because actually, after this next turn, we'll be able to have lethal. There's Yorion. Okay. All I wanted to do on my end step was fetch. So if we attack here, we'll be a 5-4. They'll probably trade, and then we can just blossoming defense to trade. And I'm totally fine with that. Gives us some extra life. If they just take it, I think we're fine with that too. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 13 damage with no blocks. So this is actually just lethal next turn if they can't answer the giver. So I guess we can hold back the blossoming defense. We might just win with some Lurrus beats. So each creature you don't control. That's annoying. That is quite annoying. Don't have any more basics. So yeah, this game's over. We were close there to being able to grind that game out, but we can't beat anything like that. We definitely want pass in here. Veil, I don't think we care about. Seal of Primordium, I don't think we care about. Don't care about Weather, Force, and then Spellskite. They don't have that much interaction, honestly. And I like Rancor. Scale up is good. Vines. Probably trim of Vines. And a Bobble. I don't know what I want to cut. What I want my last cut to be. Probably just Groundswell. No, we have some paths. I think that makes sense. And we just have to try and kill them faster. Like you saw there, like we had a really solid turn lined up, and I want to keep this really bad. But we need a land, and we have 2 draws at it. Alright, we need 1 more land. And we can do some real damage here. Noble's not a bad draw here. Had the path, okay. Unfortunate there, but Ichor Clawmere. That's a really good draw there. I kind of want them to like play a Charming Prince here. Winds of Abandon. God dang it. This deck, I actually really want a Plains in this deck. That is one thing that I've noticed about the list. I really want a Plains. There's a Noble Hierarch. And maybe that's wrong on me. Maybe I'm supposed to play the Noble out and then play it out the following turn, hold up protection. I just didn't expect them to have, double removal spell to start off the game. So that probably is my bad. I could see that. Well, we get to do it now. We get to make up for it now. Here's Ichor Clawmere. I got one protection spell here. And next turn, if we draw a land, I think we can probably just get lethal. Because of the Rancor. Rancor. Yeah, you can't cast Plums off Plains. That's fair, but I don't know. It sucks every now and then because I'm like I could get closer to casting Lurrus and in these grindy matchups off the Plains. All right, so what's their follow up here? Because I surely have to have one. Another Charming Prince. So if we go Rancor, Might of Old Croja, that's 6, 7, 8, 9 damage if they block, and they would still take 5. So I think that's what we want to do. Jesus. No, I think I'm feeling a lot better about this. So let's Rancor here. Now we can still hold up our Blossoming Defense. This is lethal if they don't block. So they take 6 here. Alright, feeling good here. Feeling pretty good. That is unfortunate. Supreme Verdict. Who'da thunk it? really like to draw a white land here so that we could cast Lurrus. Yorion here is totally fine. Uh, so how crazy would it be to put Rancor on this and might it? This would be a +1/+1, so we got 6 and 7. So either get in for 7 damage and or force a block here. I think that might just be what we need to do. Maybe next turn. I think I've already committed to it enough now. All right, let's race. Just attacking here. They have another. They gotta have more removal. Ones of Abandon. Sun Titan. Okay. Okay, that's a thing. You get to return double charming or return a charming prince. Which blinks the Yorion. And then the Yorion is going to blink both of these until the next end step. Or just no triggers. Just the charming prince. Yeah, so if we might, that was 6 and 7. Now we pump again, that's 6, 7. So it's a 7/8. We can make it a whatever 10. It still trades with only one of these. So it'd be a 9/10. Wouldn't be able to kill, so I don't think we can grind that out though. This, like, they're gonna Charming Prince blink or like, it's gonna re-enter on instep, blink and like scry 2, and then this gets back the other Charming Prince, which can blink this Yorion, which can blink, any of these. I don't think we can grind this out other than like waiting and hoping we find a way to push damage through here. But like trading with the Sun Titan, doesn't seem like it's going to win us the game either. So I think we just have to wait. This one seems pretty unfortunate game here. I do think we messed up at the beginning, not valuing that original Ichor Claw mirror a little bit more. Yeah, because they're about to just draw a ton of cards and just bury us. Yeah. Put us to 2. And we don't need them to have literal nothing. Omen is okay. Tension Sphere, we can stop. Soul Harder's brutal. Blink Yorion. Yeah. We're very dead. Just a matter, what are they gonna blink with Yorion? Are they gonna be down to just put everything besides Soul Herder? And Sun Titan? Inky. Alright, so we're at 2. And we just have to go in. Yeah, we can't wait on the Ink Moth because we're just dead on board right now, so to go ahead and might here. Needed this a lot earlier. See if they mess up their blocks and get cocky or something. So we can kill both of these here and survive. Alright, so this is interesting, actually. So they exiled a Charming Prince, though, and that's going to be what kills us. If we'd had a forest, and this would have been one more pump spell, we could have got there. Yeah, the issue there was this card entering on our end step. We could have, because we could have blocked the Yorion, but we can't block the Charming Prince. Big sad. There was our giver. Yeah, we were just a couple just a couple cards away from being able to do some stuff there. Well, I was not expecting Supreme Verdict or for them to be like the Emuria deck, but we'll take it. I mean, this list feels good. I mean, definitely doesn't have the I don't think it's the best Lurrus deck necessarily, but I do think like Lurrus when you can cast it is really good. I think we got unfortunate there where we, or a couple of times really where we've drawn like, we've drawn like Forest Ink Moth where it's like, normally wouldn't be as, backbreaking, but we got in this grindy game and couldn't cast Lurrus. Let me go ahead and update our record here. What are you doing, losing? Don't do that again. I'm doing my best here. My opponent cast a Sun Titan on me, and I did not expect that. Alright, opponent's on Yorion. We're on the draw with no protection. How do you feel about this hand? I think we need pumps, don't we? For it to even think about keeping. Like the grind him out with Ichor Claw. Yeah, Pendelhaven is a pump. That makes sense. So Alexis leads on Stomping Ground and Abundant Growth. Just don't draw lands. Got it. Will do. Look at us. Who would have thunk it? Not me. Probably was wrong to actually lead on this Pendelhaven. Thinking back, just to not reveal any information. This is the Rug Shift deck. So we should have pretty good game against them. So Temple Garden here. Pay 2 life. Play Noble. Play another Mirror. And I might be incorrect by doing that, but I just don't see the point in baiting the fact that we might have protection there if we don't, and so we just want to maximize damage. Because now, with a pump spell, yeah, there's your Quaddle. That was the one thing I was kind of worried about, was Quaddle here. But what we can do is we can attack with this into Quaddle and then play Lurrus and replay it. Yeah. And we just go forest, white, white, green. Play the Secret Claw Mirror again. Yeah. I bolt the Lurrus. Have double bolt? Oh, gross. That's no fun. It's alright. We have another Ichor here, so we're really... And they don't have lands, which is also pretty good for us. We're going to play this, but we're not going to fetch. And I think getting in for 1 here is totally reasonable, or 2 here is totally reasonable, because I don't think we need any extra mana. Suspend, search for tomorrow. Alright, Rancor should seal the deal up pretty good here. Yep, easy. Yeah. Alright, so this matchup... It's just spell skites and nothing really. I don't think we want Veil even though they have counter magic. Seal seems bad. Weather the Storm seems bad. Force of Vigor seems bad. I don't really want Path or Rest in Peace. So I think it's just a couple spell skites to help us grind a little bit. And we can probably... ditch Vines and... Groundswell? I mean, I definitely think this is also one of the... they run bolts, and so that was what I was thinking. And we Want to leave in Rancor because they have Quaddles, but that was the only real things I was noticing. No threat, no keep. Same here. God, don't have the. We don't have second land and we don't have green, but we have threats. SkilledatLuck, how lucky are we? Are we lucky enough to go to 4 and still win? Or. Yeah, I was thinking Mole, but I don't know. You've done this more than I have, and that is why. Uh, so yeah, we'll keep this. We have to pitch 3 cards, so it's probably just. Gah. I think it's definitely Canopy, and then probably Pendlehaven Rancor. Pendlehaven pumps though, so maybe we just don't worry about having white mana this game. Get rid of Windswept Teeth, Horizon Canopy, uh, and Rancor. You say no. What am I supposed to do? Keep a white over Pendlehaven? So like this? My thought there was that, Pendlehaven at least pumps. So it's doing something actively if we lose this Ichor Mirror. So, like, we could just get in for 2 every turn with this Inkmoth Nexus. If we just drew nothing. But I guess we just kind of have to hope to draw into good stuff. See, why not keep it if we're just going to get it back? Yeah, you lose on the mole anyway, so you got to play to have the most castable spells. That's fair. Opponent cantripping like crazy. Astrolabe? Search for tomorrow. We just draw it because real skill. I like it. Well, we're just gonna draw lands, so. Alright. Didn't snap off a removal spell there. Opponent is really digging. Alright, that sucks. So I think we're just gonna try and start setting up a potential ink moth stuff. And there's no reason in trying to. They can't kill it right now, so we can go ahead and attack. And there's no reason to worry about it on their turn. Or worried about holding up protection for Giver. If they kill Giver, they kill Giver. Eats a removal spell for our Ink Moth. It's crazy that Teamer Scapeshift is a good deck again. It's kind of wild. Yorion. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, here if we draw a pump spell, so we can activate. Yeah, Yorion. I was hoping we could get around it because of Giver, but which we can still get in for damage here, but I don't think we can't kill. Yeah, there's not really anything doing with Lurrus here. I mean, I do think just give this like pro blue attack and get in for 5 is good. Yeah, I agree. Go for the 2-turn. We're gonna shock here because we're already below 18, and this gives us our other white source for Lurrus in case we want to play it later in the game. Got really nervous there because I clicked on it, it didn't move. So yeah, we'll give it pro blue, and then go ahead, opponent. Search for tomorrow. Do they just have it here? Go get a forest, kill us. Gross. Make them go get their mountains, but I'm pretty sure unless our opponent's an idiot or misclicks, they got us here. Yep, that's it. Concession. We're staying the same, no changes here. Run it back just like this. Let's get a turn 2 kill. I miss those. That's my favorite part about playing Infect. Sounds sweet, but I just don't think we have enough lands to end more on the play. Yeah, because we just don't get to cast any of our threats. This would be sweet if any of these were threats. Because we'd have all the protection in the world. Mull. Also a mull. I mean, this is, you know, probably about as good as it gets. We have turn 2 Lurrus Bauble. So we can keep Noble, scale up, double Temple Garden. Yeah. Or Noble, it's Noble Bauble, double Temple Garden. and just start drawing 2 cards a turn and hope that that works. And that they don't have a bolt for this noble. They're drawing Wooded Foothills. There's a Ichor Mirror, so that's nice. Drawing some protection for that would be outstanding. Don't bolt our noble. Flame Slash, damn it. God, just opponent has all the removals, and where you have to mulligan super far down. So we had one hand that was actually keepable, but it was one land, and it was like one land, Giver, Spellskite, one pump, double mirror, and we were on the play. So I went ahead and pushed that one because it was our 7. And then we had no threats all the way down to mulling to 4. And we kept double Temple Garden, Noble, Bobble, so that we could Lurrus and start bobbling every turn. And and then we drew into a Nickerclaw Mirror. They bolted us, or they bolted one of our creatures and Flame Slash the other, because they kept 7. And I think here we just are forced to play our Lurrus since they don't have open mana. And play this Bobble. And then next turn we can start casting some other things. Didn't even tell me what it... Oh, it was a snow-covered island. I mean, we're drawing into threats, though. Like, our hand's not been bad. You know, we still... I think we're still very live in this game because, you know, we've ran them through 2 removal spells and we still have stuff going on. Like, them not having a 3rd piece of removal here is great. So, yeah, get to play Glistener Elf and probably Noble from the yard. Get in here to gain some life, so that we don't die to just a 7 landscape shift. But I mean, I feel decent about this game right here because we've drawn pretty well off of our poor mulligan. I guess mulligan situation. I mean, I thought our hand that we kept was totally fine. Running 6. Oop, I'm on the wrong key. Running 6 is kind of annoying, but... So they're going to go after Noble here. I think I'm okay with that. It's not the Glistener Elf. And search for tomorrow. Because we can replay Noble next turn. Yeah, abundant growth. We have 6 lands right now, so they need to get 2 more land drops before they can kill us. So we actually, I'm pretty sure we just have lethal here with Lurrus. Because we can replay Noble and then pump it for 6 and attack for 10. 6, yeah. Yeah, because that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got him. Who needs infect damage? Just give me pump spells and a 3/2 lifelinker. Let's go. We're 2-1. Who needs infect damage? Gotta love it. Got to love it. Yes, we'll play first. Yes, we play Lurrus. Does opponent have a companion? They do. They are also on Lurrus. So this could be Jund or Burn. Either way, I like this hand because we have Giver into Glistener Elf. Maybe they're like the Lurrus control deck, but yeah, I think we definitely keep this. You know, we have protection, we have pumps, we have a threat. Llanowar Wastes. Oh, okay. This is hardened skills. Protection from colorless is a thing. That's good to know. Alright, so let's just play our Glistener Elf and pass. And then next turn we should be able to... I think the only draw that I'm really scared of is them going Mimic into Ballista Ballista. Because we can't beat that. That's Spellskite. Alright, cool. They're just dead. Nice. Oh, duh. They have Spellskite. I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. Either way. That's annoying. Yeah, Haven was probably important to play this turn. Did not even think about it. Yeah, that shows my inexperience. I didn't even think about them having main deck Spellskite being an actual something that mattered. So we just have to start, this is spell or ability. So, but it can't target spell sky, so we just have to like two them to death over the course of the next few turns, which feels really bad. Is it worth it to play Lurrus here just to be like a? I mean, I don't think it really matters, but I don't think I feel like I'm doing anything else with my mana, so we might just do that. I feel bad to hold up, random pump spells that they can just become shocks because of their spell sky. Uh, that's annoying. That might just be lethal, actually. I'm pretty sure that is lethal if they know how to play this. Yep. Sack the Ravager, move 5 counters over here, 6 over here, move the 6 over to this, and we die. Yeah, I don't think it mattered this game. This spell, like, first off, main deck spell sky, is kind of brutal. Yeah. We want seal. And force. I don't think path matters too much because these are doing the same thing. And I don't think we want to be the control deck here. I think we're the aggro deck. I don't think I want Spell Sky. Probably trim a Groundswell and a Vines. No, we want Vines in here because of, so we'll just trim 2 Groundswell. We want Vines because of, Ravager. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, can't complain with this. I mean, don't really have protection for it, and it's slow, but we have threats, we have pumps, we have, a couple draws here. We have our colors. So if we do need to cast Lurrus, we can. We get a free scry here with this bobble. Vines of Vastwood. Yeah, I think we're in the market to draw that. Thoughtseize. Why are they seizing our thoughts? No, we're just deploying 2 threats next turn and calling it a day. Unless we draw something that changes that. And they take scale up, actually. So... Hanger Backwalker, okay. So we can attack into that. Force of Vigor is pretty good draw there. So I think I like attacking into this hanger back and then just playing Lurrus Bobble and passing. And since apparently they're on Thoughtseize, we'll just wait till their upkeep, just in case. 2 bobble them. They have a Scales on top, okay. We have our Force of Vigor, so that feels pretty good. That lines up well. Alright, so we drew a Glistener Elf. Let's start this off here. So let's go ahead and bobble us. See what we have on top. Top is another Inkmoth Nexus, and I don't think we want that. So I think we just want to get a forest here. Deploy our Glistener Elf. we can attack with just attack here. They have to block. They'll probably block with a hanger back. They might double block here just to trade. Sure, this is fine. Play another Ichor Clawmere and pass. We'll get to draw here. It's a giver. That's a pretty solid one. They thought sees us. Alright, so here we're going to go ahead and Force of Vigor and hit both of these. I guess they can activate and respond here, so it just gives them 4th Opters, but I think I'm okay if they have 4th Opters because they don't really line up well with what we're doing. Means they're not going to be playing much this turn either. And they can Thoughtseize us, either take our Vines or our Giver. Another Hangerback Walker. So that's another Glistener Elf. I don't think we really want another threat. I think we just want to can attack here. Start getting some trades going. Possibly. Yeah, Pro Colorless is very good here. I'm wondering if I can get them to trade like a 3-for-1 here. Because, I mean, if not, you know, I don't think they're going to do it, but they might. Yeah. Totally fine with this. Only because, like, we have Lurrus, we can play it again. The following turn. We do want to go ahead and fetch here. Just get tapped Temple Garden because I don't want to draw. I don't want them to have some way to, you know, make me search. And it's another forest, so I drew a Pendlehaven. It's also not bad. So they play Lurrus, and then they can play a Hangerback Walker here. I think my Lurrus is a little bit better than theirs. Or they're going to play Hardened Scales again. Okay, that makes sense. They can pump their Hangerback Walker. So we drew a Bauble there. So play Pendlehaven here. think we can pump the mirror, give it pro colorless, and force them to block with the Lurrus, or feel bad about it at least. I don't think I want this other Ichor Claw mirror. I think I just want to play 2 baubles this turn. So we get in for 2 here, or if they block, they're losing their Lurrus. Let's cast a bauble, cast another bauble, and then we'll bauble them on their turn. Yep, go up to a lot of counters. We're still kind of in a top decking war here, and we top deck a whole lot better because we are drawing multiple cards a turn. Ozolith is a pretty good one though. This hangerback's gonna get big. Granted, still we're only pro colorless this with a couple pump spells, and they're just dead. So yeah, they're gonna draw another card. Let's see what that card is. It's a peatland. Sack a peatland, draw a peatland. They're gonna play Hangerback Walker, then play Ozolith. Yep, so all of our, they're empty-handed. All of our information is done. Where are all of our pump spells? Oh my god. Let's sacrifice this and draw a card. Nobles, not the worst. So I think we just want to go with the same line again. We pump here, and then, they're probably going to be forced to block on this one. Pro colorless. Get in. Yeah, this one probably forces the block on the Lurrus, because if not, they just die. Yeah. Pumps it up. So they are no longer Lurrusing. Alright, feeling pretty good about this game. Let's cast a bauble. Cast another bauble. Then we can cast another Ichor Claw mirror. And we'll bauble them like we did on the previous turn. We should be able to just straight up win this, other than the fact that if they draw a Ravager and can move these counters or something like that. If they found something that can sack both these Hangerback Walkers, we're in a whole lot of trouble. Which we should have bobbled them and know what they're about to play. Let's see what they're about to draw off this peatland. Arcbound Worker, not Ravager. Guess the other card they had was a Blooming Marsh. Wait, what just happened? How did they kill my giver? Oh god, that is so good. Because the infect dies from negative counters, they can put it on any creature. Jesus, that's so good. That's a fun interaction I didn't know was a thing at all. Well, we're gonna draw 3 cards and hopefully we can. Seal of Primordium's a good one. And we can replay Giver here. We still just don't have pump spells. Which really sucks. So I don't think we have good attacks here. We're just waiting for the Giver to get online, and then we can start attacking. And hopefully, one of these days, we can draw actual pump spells that were supposed to be in our deck, apparently. They are not. Because next turn, we can pump and go pro colorless and get in for 2. Yeah. Kill that so that they don't get Ozolith triggers. They're going to make a bunch of Thopters, though. We knew that would happen. They're going to start attacking us and trying to close out the game. Of course, I just don't feel like they really can attack that much. Because like if they attack for 6 here, we attack with all of our Infectors, and one of them's going to have pro colorless. They're just scales. One of them's going to be whatever pro whatever and pumped. And Ink Moth, so we're getting 1, 2. So they block 2, and we're getting in for, assuming they block this one. Alright, they probably won't block this one, but we're getting in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Or 1, 2. We're getting for 4. Yeah, big attack. Go for it. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. So we could play Seal to shut off their Ink Moth Nexus. But then, because like we're dead to Ravager either way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're just gonna put a ton of counters on stuff. They can make a ton of guys with hanger back here. Yeah. Cannot believe we've drawn this many lands and creatures, but not any pump spells. So if we pro colorless and pump, we get in for 2. This puts a counter on this, which is 3 counters, and then they sack it. And this is lethal. So we actually have to attack with our Lurrus. So I think I want to get one last draw off the Lurrus, because they're dead if we draw pump spells. Ballista. Oof. Ballista is a good one. Attack with everything that matters here. Just trying to get in as much infect damage as possible. Yeah, fire up Ink Moth. We're probably going to protect the Lurrus just because it's probably our best way to win. Two. These blocks make sense, but you know, we're trading here. Or we're pretty much trading, you know. They lose the Ink Moth, yeah, they sack here, and they can gain 1 life. Make a ton of Thopters. And that actually puts us dead because they have enough Thopters to kill us now. Did not think about that, about them sacrificing on the Lurrus block. Finally, it's about time. Yep, that's an unfortunate one. This is a close game though, but yeah, we had so many turns where you know if we just finally drew a pump spell. But yeah, like even here, you know, if they just had all the stuff, you know, I can't. There's way too many turns where we just drew blanks. And yeah, we can't help that one, but that's fine. You know, sometimes your deck just doesn't cooperate well. We're 2-2 though. Let's try and get this 3-2. Ugh. God, this is a slog of a game. There's just so many little interacting points, but like we sat there for what 5 turns or so, drawing 2, 3 cards a turn, and just nothing. draw baubles, draw lands, draw more creatures. But like if we drew, there was multiple times where if we drew, a couple pump spells, we just go pro colorless, kill you, game's over, and there was nothing they could do about it. So that one was unfortunate. And then losing to main deck Spellskite game game one, uh, which I mean I'm sure Spellskite's in there to help with them to protect stuff, but still, that's just unfortunate that it happened to be so good against us. God, this was not supposed to be like a 2 hour long league. Dope. We're playing Infect. We're supposed to be done in, about an hour and 20 minutes. So we're on the play. We have Lurrus. They also have Lurrus. Alright. And this hand seems pretty good. We have Glistener Elf, followed up by... So we'll get to go Noble into... And we have Bauble too. So yeah, I think we want to keep this hand. This hand's pretty solid. So not leading on Glistener Elf here, just in case they have interaction. So that now we could, hold up pump spells with Noble. Also Noble, just we want more mana. Let's go ahead and bubble opponent. They have a Skewer the Critic, so this is Burn. Burn too, not Prowess Burn. Rift Bolt, okay. Both of those were very good draws. So, and then we want to hold up mana to protect our stuff. See where he goes with this Rift Bolt. This is a tough matchup. He's going to go here. Just try and Blossoming Defense and see what they decide to do in response. So now he's hex. So we're hexproof till our turn. So let's see what our opponent does here. Eidolon, okay, I'm fine with Eidolon. I don't know. Let's just attack with Glistener Elf, see what they do. No block there. So I think we're just going to cast Ichorclaw Mirror. And then pass. Goblin God is fine. I doubt they're attacking with that Goblin Guide. Gonna get in for 4 here. Bobble on top. Lava Spike. Skewer. So they're putting us on 1 spell to kill, which we have. Because if we just scale up this right here, we 6/4, attack for 7. Oh, we're just short. We are just short. So if we so we go 6, 7. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's only 6, 6. Yeah, they mapped that one out pretty good. So I think our only out is to play Lurrus. And hope they don't have a bolt. No, that just kills us too. Guess no, it doesn't. They have to have a way to kill the Lurrus for it to kill us. Yeah. But if they have nothing. So we're playing to our out of that they just have all the ends and stuff. Yeah. Concede. So here, and we just want Spell Skite. That's pretty much all we want. Weather of the Storm could be good. But this is more, they're trying to answer our creatures and get our life total low. And we just want to protect our creatures. Which probably means we want to cut a Groundswell and the extra Bobble. Just run at it like this. There's an argument to be made for bringing in like Seal of Primordium to answer our opponent's Eidolon, but I just don't think that's worth it. This is a pretty good start. I mean, I can't complain with that, you know. We get protection, so they're kind of forced to just go ahead and kill this right away. Goblin God's fine. Yeah. Drew us an Ink Moth Nexus, which was good. Another Ichor Claw Mirror's not bad either. So yeah, we're looking at piecing together a kill here on the play. Eidolon. Searing Blaze. Let's go ahead and activate, give this pro red. No reason not to. We can save us 2 damage off the Goblin Guide. So they do not attack. Okay. Thinking about firing up old Inky and getting in for a chunk. Now they kind of have to play around us having possibly mutagenic growth or something, but yeah, they're just going to take 6 here. This sets us up pretty well. We have another Ichor Claw Mirror. If they ever tap out, you know, they can't really tap out because we have this Ink Moth Nexus, so the restraint on their mana is worth it. Noble is a good draw. Yeah, I'm fine to let them do that. Yep, Swift Spear's fine. Lava Spike. So either they have land and another interactive spell, or we can kill here. Yeah, we got it. They saw the vine, so they knew we had protection. Yeah. Because they knew we had the pump spell there, so I think they were on the. As long as they don't have pumps, we can win. All right, let's see if we can bring it home. Live the 3-2 dream against some burn. You know, we're on the draw. And on the draw, this is not a hand that I'm keeping. Part of me wants to be really risky and just keep it based on these baubles, and we draw into land thing. But yeah, we'll mulligan. This hand's solid. We can probably pitch Canopy Bauble. Really good draw would be like Noble here, to force him to interact with that. Noble or of course I will take a land off the top here. Glistener Elf again. Okay. Sadly, I do think we have the shock here. Searing Blade is going to feel really bad here, but I feel it coming. Eidolon, okay. Land. Noble, okay. They trade with Eidolons here, I'm fine. This feels like a pretty free attack. Yeah. No, I think they get more value out of Eidolon sitting there, and I think that's what they just realized, but... So Spear... Even Swift Spear back makes her think so they don't have interaction or anything. It's activating Moth Nexus, and we're just going to go with the kill with this. A bolt. They had it. Yep, they had it. That was a close one. But I think we have to go for it there. We're not getting rid of that Eidolon anytime soon. So, 2-3. Not bad. I like this list. I really hated how many times... Like, I think a card that I think this deck would benefit from a lot is something like Apostle's Blessing. And probably only going with 3 baubles. I've seen a lot of lists that are just going with 3 baubles because this is not a great draw all the time. It's good to open the game with or to have with Lurrus, but a lot of times it's just kind of dead. But yeah, Apostle's Blessing was one thing I really missed, and I know you kind of have that like with pseudo. You pseudo have it with Givers, but not a lot of times where we ran into decks that had other creatures and we just couldn't swing through it. But I mean, a lot of our matchups were close, and I figure a pilot a little bit more experienced than myself probably would have been able to clinch those out. Uh, Also, I don't really know how I feel about having some of these cards on the board, like, but I mean, I feel like they have their places. We just really didn't run into a lot of matchups where I wanted some of them, especially like Rest in Peace. I hate Rest in Peace right now. I think it's just not even worth playing Rest in Peace in your modern deck. I think it comes down more to how much do you care about Lurrus's graveyard stuff, and especially in this deck, I think it's just worth it to not. You're just gonna try uh, and if they get Lurrus Seal of Fire on you and you just can't win, you can't win. Like uh, that happens, but that's also turn four, so you're already in a grindy game, and I think you're probably gonna lose it against a grindy deck anyway. So I think you want to maximize on something else besides Rest in Peace. I just don't feel like it's very good right now. I haven't been putting it in any of my decks. But no, overall, this list felt really good. Thanks to SkilledatLuck for going ahead and making this list up for us. Uh, I enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. It's definitely a lot more grindy than your normal Infect list. It's just looking for turn two or turn three kills. Because we have stuff like Giver and we have a lot of things that we want to play before Glistener Elf on turn one, which is not always the case in non-white Infect decks. But no, deck felt good. Don't know how well positioned it is right now because Lurrus and Seal the Fire and Burn and all that is all doing really well right now and a large part of the meta. So I think it probably is not well positioned, but we could see a shakeup in the metagame soon, so maybe this could be a list. I definitely think Lurrus gave it a lot of legs. There was a lot of times where Lurrus, really made our game plan and our grinding game a ton better because they didn't answer it right away. And I think we should have been a 3-2. We should have won our game against Hardened Scales if we drew any pump spells ever. We just drew pretty poorly against that, but everything else felt went pretty normal as to how I expected it to go. Uh, don't really have anything else to say about the list. Thank you to those of you who are watching this on YouTube, and to those of you who've been hanging out for the entire stream. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you saw the link on Twitter at Search Easy to Great, just like it is right over here above my head. Check that out. We have a lot of cool combos on there. That's where we'll post some of the deck list, and we also have a pretty good amount of times. I'll post some more info about the stream, and I always post when I'm going live, so that way you don't miss out on those. Or you can go ahead and follow us here on Twitch and hit that bell icon. That way you will be able to make sure you know when we go live so that you can hang out next time. Thank you guys. Thank you, SkilledatLuck, for the list. I appreciate it, and make sure you stay cheesy.